We've been talking a lot about public interest technology and communities and nature. And here I am at Blames Beach in Vincentia, New South Wales. It's an overcast day, but just very still and beautiful on this side of the beach. And I've been thinking about communities and animals and nature and technology. And I guess when you're looking at nature this beautiful, you ask yourself why you'd be inside actually using tech when you could be outside using tech, and more appropriately, whether tech even should play a significant role when these natural settings don't really require to be powered by electricity as such. Just the sound of the waves, the tide coming in and out, the cool breeze, and the kinetic motion is something that should fill all people. The bird life, the wildlife. So when we're trying to design the future, one thing we need to do is to preserve what we have. It's not even about sustainability. I want us to think about preservation. But as there are human impacts on natural settings such as this in the backdrop, how do we sustain? What technologies do we require? And as I've said so often in talks recently, it's not about the shiny gadgetry, but the coordinated efforts taken through existing infrastructures, oversight mechanisms, regulations, laws, but also community needs. And what we need to make sure of is while we're busy using new technologies or emerging tech, we don't forget about what we have, what nature has to offer us, and how we can continue to enjoy these natural resources. That's what I'm going to call them, resources. They're just not for human consumption in a way that we traditionally understand minerals, for example. I go to mine a particular area to get minerals and finite resources. Well, in this case, we have a resource, it's rich, and it's not about mining the resource, but enjoying it in the context of our life. Recently, I also said in a talk that we've got to stop thinking about selling and we've got to think about living. And this also is a distinguished factor in understanding customers versus people and human beings. So it's all important in the context of public interest technology. What technologies, what processes, what coordination efforts will in fact enable us to preserve this beautiful surrounding here in an area called Jervis Bay in southern New South Wales. I'm Katina Michael from Arizona State University. Thanks for joining me on this Pit Soundbite.